right, let's kick this thing. Let's wrap this thing up, guys. Everybody, good afternoon. What an incredible day. What an incredible day. I've been sitting here at home, enjoying the great weather. I took my phone and the presentation out with me in the back for a little bit and just listening. And I got to tell you, I don't know about you guys, but we do an incredible job. Congratulations, leaders, Jamie, Leanne, Dylan, Joanne, Amber, everybody else who's a part of the show from head office. Everybody, guys, we do an incredible job. Just bringing the energy, bringing the feeling, bringing the noise. Like who could ever imagine that? I feel like it's convention time. I feel like it's special right now, and I'm sitting at home, right? Like who would ever thought? So I want to congratulate all the incredible speakers today. Head office, Jamie, Leanne, everybody, love you guys all so much. Just incredible 2 days. I also obviously want to thank my beautiful wife, our kids, similar to everybody, I'm sure right now, the last year and 2 years and a bit have been trying times. And we've got 3 kids here at home that we're trying to raise. And at times, the way things are going, we feel like they're raising us. So I don't know what's going on, right? The other day, my daughter, one of them, the little one, turned to her sister, Sophia, and turned to her and said, "I think I smell alcohol on the teacher's breath." And I screamed, "Don't talk about your mother that way. Leave her alone," right? She's doing her best. Anyways, I'm just kidding, okay? But look, guys, I want to thank my family for just giving me the opportunity to do what I do. And I want to thank the team, FML, the EDs, Fight Club, all of you guys. We stand on the shoulders of giants, and you guys are those giants. So I love you all so very much. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to give you guys my story real quick because I hope there's a bunch of new people on that haven't heard some of these stories. And, I've been in the business 21 years, and I struggled, I would say, honestly, realistically, for about 12 of those 21 years. I struggled. And the first 6 or 7 were terrible, consistently questioning myself, questioning if I should do this, if I had what it took, what was wrong with me. Tried to do everything every way possible other than the way it should have been done. And it wasn't until Jamie and Leanne created this amazing company that we were finally able to get our groove going, guys. And, I tell everybody my first 5-6 years in the business, I think I didn't even make $100,000 total. Maybe it was just over $100,000. Guys, I didn't make my first 6 figures in this industry until the 11th year. You understand me? Okay. I wasn't a big recruiter at all. Our biggest recruiting year, I think, was 100 people in a year. Our biggest premium year was 92,000 in a year as a team. Guys, I want everybody to understand, the finished product you see, which, by the way, is not finished. Don't ever compare yourself to anybody that you see speaking before you, because there's so much more to us. So much more to the journey and the story and how we got here. And I promise you this, I don't care if it's the superstar Dror David, I don't care if it's the Godfather Mauro Arturi, I don't care if it's superstars Jamie and Leanne, Andrew Rogers. It doesn't matter who it is, guys. We all started where you were. We all had the same doubts, the same insecurities, the same fears. We all had it. We all had the exact same thing. Okay. The difference was we didn't quit on ourselves. We didn't quit on our goals. We didn't quit on our dreams. We didn't listen to the wrong people. Okay. That's the difference. It really, really is. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Okay, guys. I drove a forklift. At Costco, and I graduated with an IT background. I had no business being in business. Okay. I had none. But when I met Mauro, and he shared with me the fact that, number one, we can help people in a big, big way. And my parents had been taken advantage of by a reputable Canadian insurance company, and it really upset me. And that's where the crusade was born initially for me. Okay, I wanted to go out there and fight these companies and not let them get away with it. Number two, Mauro said to me when he recruited me 21 years ago, he said to me, "You can come and go as you please. You get to be your own boss." And again, I was fired up. See, everybody in my family, outside of my family, but my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, everybody had their own business. Everybody was living a nice life, taking vacations, driving nice cars, living in nice homes, right? My family, we didn't have any of that. We didn't have any of that. My dad physically broke his back to take care of his family, but we weren't by any means, living on the right side of the tracks, so to speak. Okay. And as soon as Mato said that I can be my own boss, I can have my own business, at that point, it didn't really matter what we were doing. I was in. My attitude was, I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn what he can teach me. I'm going to learn what he's going to share with me, and I'm going to take it with me. I take it with me, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just transfer it over to the next thing I do. And by the way, that's a key point for all the young folks on the call today. All the young folks, I'm talking about like the 25-year-olds and younger. Your objective in life for the next 5, 6, 7 years should only be to gain knowledge and experience through mentorship and through leadership and through other people. That should be your only objective in life. It shouldn't be to make 50 grand a year, to get a job, to do any of that stuff. You need to learn. That should be your only goal, okay? And the third thing Mato told me was eventually we can make a lot of money. And that was it. I was in. I loved what we were doing. But more importantly, guys, I want to make this last point. I want to thank Mato and Laval and FML, because together we made it here together. You see, guys, that's one thing everybody on this call should remember, especially leaders, especially EDs. And I don't care if you're a seasoned veteran like a Darren Golka. I don't care if you're a blown and grown builder like Adiola Abiodun. It doesn't matter if you're power couple Francis and Diane Sinde. Remember something. The golden rule to this business is you got to connect with your people. You got to connect with your people, guys. You have to. You see, the reason that I stayed in this business for so long, like Daniel Pratt said earlier, was because I looked up to Mato. Mato made himself a role model to be copied, to be followed in every aspect of his life. And guys, that's a challenge that so many of us leaders have to face. We got to look in the mirror and face that music, because that's one of the key elements to build in this business. The question becomes this: would you follow you? And Mato made that so easy for me for so long enough until I could figure this out and get over my own issues, get over my own insecurities to be able to run with this thing. So thanks, Mato. Love you, bro. Okay, let me get into this before I get all emotional. All right, that was my intro. Jamie, I opened with a close. Woo, let's go get him. No, listen, how to identify and find the perfect recruit. This is what I'm going to talk about. You guys got to keep me on time. I might go until Sunday because there's a lot to this. But in case, I'm not sure if any of you picked up on this, but it's a little bit of a trick question. It's a little bit of a trick topic. I know some of you are like, finally, I'm going to get the secrets. Finally, I'm going to know exactly how Adiola does it. Finally, I'm going to know Tarek's secret. Nope. You're probably going to be disappointed with what you're going to hear, because it revolves around something that so many of us are so afraid of. Work, and working the right way, which generally means for most of us facing our fears dead on. That's what it means for most of us. So let me get into it. Okay, guys. All right. So what are you looking for? See, when it comes to recruiting, finding that recruit, finding the right person, the question really becomes this: what are you looking for? How many of you can honestly and truthfully say that you've put together a profile of what the recruit you're looking for looks like, right? And again, guys, please write things down. These are all little hints I'm going to be dropping throughout the whole talk here, okay, guys? But, profiling in the real world is terrible and thankfully is not allowed. But in our business, it is allowed. You need to profile. You need to know what you're looking for, right? Are you looking for great people, right? See, what defines great? Are you looking for a whale? My goodness, how many times I hear this from people, right? Oh, I'm going to go after the big guys. Yeah, good luck on that one. Okay. Are you looking for centers of influence? Again, do you even know what that means, right? Are you looking for A-type personalities? Are you looking for heart-centered people that care about people? Mato used to say he wears his heart on his sleeve, right? And we need people like that in our business. I need people like that. My wife is like that. Mato's like that. Actually, when I think about it, a lot of the people around me are like that. Maybe it's a sign, things I should work on, right? Okay. Are you looking for experienced people? Are you looking for people that are already licensed? What are you looking for? Well, I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the answer on how to find whatever it is you're looking for, guys. And it doesn't matter with what you're looking for, because the answer is the same for all of them. You've got to do the numbers. See, you got to run the numbers, right? And that's what my talk really is about today. It's about talking about the numbers. And I'm going to share some stuff with you in a second, because only when you learn and accept and run the numbers will your business and your life change. If you think you're going to recruit onesie twosies as a team every month, it ain't going to happen for you. It's never going to happen for you. Okay? You see, let me give you a couple key lessons about running the numbers and building this business. Number one, by the way, Jamie, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. This is going to have a tiny little element of my, Wednesday morning tough talk, but I'll behave though, I promise. Okay. But guys, 99% of this business is charity, right? How many of you, I wish I can see you guys. I can't even see you guys, but put your hand up. Man, make me feel it. I can feel your hands up. Put your hand up if sometimes you feel like, man, 99% of this business is charity. Like the work you do, you pour into people, you believe in them, you help them, you train them, you answer your questions, and they're gone, right? Too bad. That's part of the business. Accept it. Accept the numbers. And I'll show you in a second why that's so powerful and so important, okay? Because you see, 99% of this business is charity. So what that means is your responsibility, no matter what, is to love, to serve, and to respect all those that you bring into the business, okay? Our job is to recruit everyone. Give them a chance. Let them figure themselves out. See, guys, you don't know who those 1%ers are, who those 10%ers are, who those 20%ers are that are going to change your business, change your life, affect other people's lives. You don't know who they are. You can't play God. Don't play God. Your job is to love and respect them, serve them, and offer the opportunity to anyone and everybody that wants to listen to you. Okay? And by the way, here's how you start to overcome the 99% charity rule. You start to overcome the 99% charity rule by developing others. That's how you start to overcome it. Because as you begin to develop other leaders, and just like so many incredible leaders I've spoken to today, you now have people that you can work with that will help you serve and love and respect others, right? That's how you overcome it, is by developing others, by developing leaders. All right. Number two, follow a system that allows you to identify the players versus the projects. Okay. Now, Byron, don't get all excited. I ain't talking about those projects. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm talking about the works in process. You see, I was a project for 11 years. I was no player when I got here. You understand? I wasn't. I know Jamie Prickett, when he started, in the old company, he hit the ground running fast and hard. He was a player from day one. I wasn't. I was a work in progress. And I'm going to talk about this in a second, okay? But do you, let me rephrase that. Are you aware of your executive directors or your hierarchy system that helps you identify the players versus the projects? Okay? And we're going to talk about that, because some of you right now are thinking, how do I find the players? Who are the players? What do you mean players? Who's a player? I'm not talking about that way, right? Okay, but here's one of the key points, okay? Players, in other words, quality, is found in quantity. Okay? There's no way around that, guys. You ain't gonna bat 1,000. You're not gonna recruit one person and be like, this is the gal. She's it. I found the next Andrea Rogers. I found the next Neela Manan. No, it doesn't work like that. You understand? Not until you start to go through the numbers, right? See, in baseball, I love this analogy. I don't love baseball. I love this analogy, right? In baseball, the best batters, the best hitters, out of 10 times they go up to bat, if they hit the ball 4 times, they're out of this world. You understand me? They're out of this world. They're mega all-stars, mega superstars. They're paid gazillions of dollars, but that means they missed 6 times out of 10. You understand? If you hit the ball 3 times out of 10, just 1 time less, you're average in the league. And if you hit the ball only twice out of 10, you're pretty much below average. You're at the bottom of the barrel in the league. You understand, guys? You need to start take that approach to your business. Okay, quality is found in quantity. No baseball player that wants to break the home run record is going to do it without probably setting the strikeout record. And that's happened many times in the history of baseball. I know, Mata, you're impressed. I knew that. Okay, right? I want you to look at the business and the system of this business as a needle in a haystack. Think about this, folks. Imagine just, picture like this farm. Picture Baljeet with overalls on, and he's got a straw hat on. He's got straw coming out of his mouth. Can you imagine? Baljeet was a farmer. Unbelievable. I love that, right? But picture you're on a farm, and there's all these haystacks, and someone says to you, you got to go find some needles in that haystack. And if you can find 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to be free forever. You're going to become financially independent. See, you got a choice now, right? You can be there like, okay, I'm going to get to work. And, you're going to start, whatever, going through the haystacks. You're going to start going through them. You're looking for this needle, right? A lot of you give up. You might get started. A lot of you give up. You're like, this, I'm never going to look at the work. This is impossible. How am I going to do this? Some of you look at the farm and you're like, what? You want me to do what? No, thanks. That's not for me. And you're out the door. Some of you didn't even get the directions to the farm, right? But listen, here's the key to the business. Instead of you going through that haystack by yourself, bring some friends on board. Ask the Dror Davids, the Tarek Bakils, the Adiola Biodins, Francis and Diane Cindes, the Laval Dubois, right? Ask them to help you out, the Ray Whites. Ask them to help you out. Now you got a team of you looking for those needle in the haystacks. And that's when you start to find, the Senin Lavagnas. You start to find the Joel Fetchis, right? You start to find the Rakesh Sharmas. Now they're helping you. Everybody starts to win, guys. That's quality in quantity. All right? Here's one thing you got to remember. More projects means you have more players. I'm going to touch on that a little bit later, but I always joke about this. And people ask me, how did you do it? How do you run those numbers? How'd you get so many people? Folks, you got to remember something, okay? We have more people that don't do anything than anybody else does. And that's not a shot. That's just a fact. We got more people that don't do anything than anybody else has. But because we have more people doing nothing, that also means we have more people doing something. Okay, I'll let you sit on that one for a bit. And by the way, this is a really powerful, important point. This message actually goes out to all the leaders, including the ELC. And I love you guys so much. But this is a message to all the leaders in our company, guys. When we're talking about developing our systems, when we're talking about the players versus the projects, when we're talking about building this great business, you have to remember, when you make your trainings, your meetings, your events, whatever you're doing, when you make them about your existing people and how do I entertain them and how do I keep making them happy, and you stop making it about attracting new people and stop making it about attracting the new teammates, you've stopped growing, folks, and you're on your way to losing. Okay? That's a message out to some of my own EDs, okay? Be very, very mindful about what your trainings. I don't care if it's Monday mornings, Wednesday mornings. It doesn't matter what you guys are doing. You got to make sure your trainings and meetings are geared towards the new people. That's all part of plugging in, developing a great system. All right? I'll talk more about that in a second. So how do I identify the players, guys? This is called eye heat. The best I can come up with, okay? Right? The best eye heat, iPhone, right? This is eye heat, baby. This is how we identify the players. You ready for this, folks? It has nothing to do with being a whale. It has nothing to do about A types, R types, nothing to do about great people. Listen, here's what it comes down to, okay? Here's how you identify your players. Number one is influence, okay? Are they influential? Okay, now I'm not talking about Malcolm X type influence. Like, that's powerful stuff. I wish I was like an orator like Malcolm X, right? By the way, I'm watching Godfather of Harlem. If anybody wants to watch a great show, unbelievable, okay? So anyways, right? I'm talking about people that have charisma and skill with people. They know how to communicate. They know how to talk. They know how to have a presence about themselves. Okay. They have a little bit of pull with people. You know, that person that if they call someone, the person on the other end is going to answer the phone. You understand me? How about this, folks? You know, the simplest way to know if someone has influence is if they keep their promises. Are they trustworthy? Guys, the fastest way to destroy your influence is by not keeping your promises. It's literally that simple. Think about it. The person that you wouldn't trust, I guarantee you, they talk and they tell you things. They're going to say this and do that and all this crap, and they don't get around to doing anything. That's the kind of person that has no influence, right? See, folks, are you looking for people that are in the NFL? You know what the NFL is, right? It's the no friends left zone, okay? They got no friends left. You don't want those people. It's really important that they've got friends. They've got a social circle. They've got fame. You don't want people in the NFL. You understand me, guys? It's super important, okay? When you're talking to people, don't be afraid to inquire. Find out these things about them. Number 2, are they hungry? The H is hunger. Are they hungry, right? Or are they already settled in life? They've got maxed out credit cards, maxed out lines of credits, but hey, they can fund it all and they're good. And they're good. And you guys know what I'm talking about. There's some people out there at 60, 70 grand a year. Meh, they're okay. Even some people at 100 grand, they're just staying above water and they're kind of okay with it. I can't make it out tonight. I gotta bathe the kids tonight. I gotta vacuum, tonight. We've got piano. Come on, right? And then you are trying to beg that person to make it. Are you kidding me? Come on, right? You see, somebody who has hunger, guys, shows up when they're supposed to. They don't need to be told, right? They don't just show up. They're bringing others with them. Okay, they're calling you. They're fired up. They're excited. They're making things happen without you even having to tell them. They want more. Okay, how about this? They expand their vision and that of others. Someone who's hungry. See, Jamie, thank God, Jamie, please don't ever get full. Jamie, don't ever get full, bro, because when you talk to me and you shared with me your beautiful home, but you talk to me about the U.S. and what we're doing, because you're hungry, you make me hungry, okay? And guys, that's a powerful, powerful trait, all right? They don't settle. They don't settle. Meh, we could stop. I love when sometimes people say to me on some of my trainings, guys, Frank could stop if he wants to. Again, I'm going places. I know how big my goals need to be for Adiola to fit his in them, for Neela to fit hers in them, right? For David Longmore to fit his in them. I know how big mine have to be for my people to fit their goals in there. So I can't stop. I can't settle. Just like Jamie and Leanne can't for us. Guys, people that are hungry are dreamers. They want a better life for themselves, their family, their team, their clients, and everyone they come in contact with. So I'm working on that one. I'm working on the last one. Because I can be a Debbie Downer at times. I can be a little bit of a jerk. Just, ask Jamie and Leanne when they get one of my infamous emails. I know. I can just picture your guys' reaction when you guys get them, okay? I'm sorry. I still love you, okay? But someone who's hungry is a dreamer. They want things to be better. And not just for themselves, for everybody around them, right? They're that beacon of hope. They're that shining light, guys. They're not doom and gloom. Okay, number 3, the E, they're ethical. Again, when I was typing this out, I'm going to tell you guys God's honest truth, total transparency here. I was writing this out and I was like, really? Do I got to say this? Do I really got to say this? Like, people should know this, right? Guys, you got to be honest. You got to be honest when you talk to people, okay? You don't need to exaggerate. Experior is an incredible company, incredible opportunity. There's no need to exaggerate and stretch the numbers, right? But here's the most important one.
I'm so sorry to jump in, buddy. I got to give you a 5 minute.
Okay, we do. Oh, wow, I got a lot more to go. I'm going to fly. We do what's right. Because, money doesn't compromise our integrity. Number 4 is attitude, guys. And again, that attitude's got to be positive. But look, I found this and I love this. And some of you might know who this is from, right? The great Art Williams. He says, I believe you can overcome every problem in life, but an attitude problem. I've spent a lot of my adult life studying men and women and why most of them lose and only a few win. It took me a long time to really understand what a big part attitude played in success. Right, folks? What's your attitude? Do you have a defeatist attitude, a negative attitude, a bitching and complaining attitude? Right? Or do you have a we shall overcome attitude. This too shall pass type attitude. We can tackle this. We can make this happen type attitude. And finally, number 5 is teachable and coachable. All right. And again, if you're coachable, you're willing to take ownership, accountability, responsibility for your words, your decisions, your actions. Man, I can't stand when people start talking. Do me a favor, guys. Don't talk until you put numbers up on the scoreboard. Just do yourself that favor, okay? You continuously increase your levels of self-awareness, and you're seeking mentors, coaches, people that will challenge you, help you grow. These are teachable, coachable people. When you find these people, you found the players. But watch this, guys. Don't write off those projects, right? Because projects can become your future players. How? This is part of building that system, right? With training, with some training, people training, sales training, mindset training, belief training, field training, creating an environment. So guys, this is how you turn projects into players, right? And when you have a bunch of projects and you have a system that encourages growth and winning, then guess what? Those projects can bring players into the game, right? When the projects are working with their EDs and they're plugging into the trainings, getting people to the next event, the next training, they're cheerleading the system, guess what? Those projects can attract the players too, guys, right? Players is where lives start to change. This is where they start to change. Here's why, okay? I can show you guys why. See, if you had 10 projects in your business, and just picture Frank De Lio, if you had 10 projects, working project, okay? You might have one player maybe in your business. And you're struggling, you're questioning everything, and I mean everything. You're questioning everything, you're broke, and you're miserable. But if you start to believe in the law of the numbers and you stay focused on the work, guys, and all of a sudden you've got 100 people or projects in your business, you might now have 10 players. And guess what? Now things start to change. Now your belief starts to go up. You start having success. You're making money now. You see, guys, if you want to have the 10 players, you got to go through the 100 projects first. That's it. That's the secret to the business. That's how you find the right people, right? Now imagine when we get to 1,000 projects, you're going to have 100, 120 players. Complete total financial freedom. Guys, you guys don't believe me? Ask Jamie Prickett what Experience numbers are, right? There's like 1,400 agents in the company. There's about 110, 120 executive directors. There's a few more $100,000 earners. I could tell you with 100% confidence that with 1,400 people in the company, there's probably about 130, 140 executive directors and six-figure income earners in the company. Bam. Right there, guys. Complete total freedom. Life-changing. That's the secret right there, okay? So the question becomes this. Whew, I'm fired up, guys. Is this really possible, right? See, what happens when you accept the numbers? Okay, what happens? Are you willing? Are you willing to recruit 1,800 people in 5 years? That's what Frank De Lio FML organization has done in 5 years, recruited 1,800 people. But I didn't do it alone, right? We did it with other players. I didn't do it alone. There's no way I would do that alone. It's impossible, okay? So you do it with other players. But are you willing to continue to keep calling the play over and over and over again? Are you willing to continue to get better, right? To lead and to serve, even when it feels like no one gives a crap about you, even when it feels like everybody thinks you're out to lunch. Are you going to put your head down and continue to lead and believe in your goals and dreams, guys, right? Are you willing to enjoy and honor the struggle? There's no way of winning without honoring the struggle, guys. Are you willing to keep your head down and stay focused on your goals for the next 5 years, the next 7 years, the next 10 years, for as long as it takes, no matter what, guys? Are you willing? Are you willing to find a way to enjoy it along the way? Because, by the way, none of us want you to go through this over the last 5 years and be miserable and sacrifice everything. Let me make that crystal clear. Over the last 5 years, we have enjoyed our ride many times with friends in the business, with family, the cottage, vacations, nice cars, things to our home, right? All these different things. We've been able to enjoy the journey. Don't ever mistaken that we want you to be this martyr for 5 years. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You need to enjoy the journey. So I ask you guys again, is this really possible? Let me introduce you to the players. Let me introduce you to what happens. I just gave you my formula for success over the last 5 years, serving and loving and not playing God and believing in people and working with the players and developing the projects and giving and doing and focusing no matter what, even when it was hard. And here's the results, folks. I want to introduce you to the players, right? In 5 years, this part always gets to me. No matter how much I say, it ain't gonna get to me, right? But I look at this and I think to myself, holy crap, how can this happen to me, right? I promise you guys, if you guys really understood who I really am, there's not much more to me than what you guys get on a regular basis. You understand me, guys? But if you believe in the system, look at this guy. Even this guy's a champion. Look at this guy, man, right? Okay? Guys, if you believe in this thing, and you believe in what we're doing, and you believe in the crusade, and you believe in fighting for what you care about and what's important to you, because last time I checked, we're only here once, right? This isn't no damn dress rehearsal. You understand me, guys? And if you give a crap enough about it and you fight it and you go on that mission and you go on that crusade, this, and these are the people who get to go on that crusade and that mission with you to go change the world, folks. And I want to end with this. A crusade is, simply put, something that's bigger than you are. It's a cause with an impact that reaches beyond your personal wants and needs. I love you guys. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the convention. Thank you guys for your time. Woo!